Good morning. Welcome back. We are on lesson 144. We are almost halfway through with our review session, and our main focus is my mind holds only what I think with God. The lessons we are reviewing are lesson 127, There is no love but God's, and 128, The world I see holds nothing that I want. There are no other instructions, but we are reminded to use 5 minutes in the morning and the evening to contemplate these ideas and then try to at least briefly think about them, bring them to mind momentarily every hour. And as a review, there is no love but God's. The love that we see often in this world is a conditional ideation of what love should be. It's almost an addictive thing at times. In order to have love, I need to have all of these parameters, and if they are not met, then I am not happy. And when we live in a world of conditional situations that are termed love, we get confused about what actual love is. And the love of God's is unconditional because there is nothing we can do that can wrong God. And that kind of ties in with the world I see holds nothing that I want because there is nothing true in this world. It is just an illusion. And so it would be like offering your children or offering someone you can pretend that you have this, you can hold this for a minute, but you can't keep it. This world has nothing that is permanent. And so it holds nothing that we want. Even our bodies, we may think that we want them right now, but they will not serve us eternally. They will only serve us for a very finite number of years. Let's see what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. These are challenging lessons for the ego rule of mind. You must understand that you are not necessarily going to be comfortable with these ideas because you have been taught your thoughts are your own. This is one of the errors you struggle with. When you think of your thoughts as your own, you assume you have absolute free will over what has been put into your mind, and you do not have that. You have had many instructions in your society from early in your development, deeply embedded through repetitive and at times traumatic indoctrination. These are still there. Those beliefs were adopted by the ego as a form of survival. For example, if when you were 2 years old, you got into trouble when you didn't eat your peas, your mother withdrew love, again, the conditional, or punished you or gave you a nasty face, which is very traumatic for a little being, or force fed you, you would have learned a particular behavior that at that time to keep you safe. This would have been the ego saying, it doesn't matter what you want. You just have to keep this body alive. As a survival mechanism, a very primitive frequency in that sense, you would have developed a behavior. Perhaps you gave in to eating what other people wanted you to eat to avoid trouble. Now you may have a weight problem, but you have no recollection of that trauma. It is buried deep in the subconscious mind. The belief and the coping mechanism, however, generate thoughts and feelings. You might struggle to eat healthily and have a desire for a healthy figure and body, but you can't maintain it because that deep programming is embedded in you. When you say things such as, I'm only thinking thoughts that God thinks, or God's love is the only love there is, you are gently reprogrammed to the truth, but you may not believe it yet. That is okay because we override, counteract, contradict many of the thoughts, beliefs, and ideas you experience every day in your normal ego-driven mind. If these beliefs seem a little highfalutin or out of your ability to reach, be patient with yourself. We counteract thoughts, beliefs, and ideas already existent in the mind that the ego has developed to keep you safe from punishment or pain. It sends up a warning signal when you step into treacherous territories to reprogram the mind, because it has done this, after all, to keep you from getting into trouble. You might feel a strong argument come up from some of these lessons. It does not matter. You can observe the argument and respond, wow, my mind really disagrees with this. Very interesting. Try not to allow the thoughts of disagreement or argument to win. Do your lessons diligently and faithfully, and all will change slowly but surely into a much more peaceful mind. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and we will see you again tomorrow. It's about being kind, it's about observing, it's about the experimentation of what happens when we allow love, the unconditional kind, to begin to replace all of the conditions that we have for our living here. And while it is a mind reprogramming, mind retraining program, it is also the opportunity to do the experiment of living over. And so it is not brainwashing, it is truth telling. When things do not resonate with you on that core level, you have to pay attention to that. If things bring up fear in you or intense resistance, think about what happens when you are called out for something that you have done that is uh, not okay in society. You stole someone's something, you broke something and didn't tell, and someone says, I know you did it. And you become belligerent because you've been caught, you resist because we are defensive kind of by nature. And so that's what this is what Tina Spalding was talking about is when we have that resistance, that fear-based reaction, it is not a resonation within us, it is a defense mechanism. So when we let that defense mechanism kind of dissipate a little bit, then we can look at what's really going on. And we can see where love actually does resonate within us. So be kind to yourself, let the lessons do the thing that they need to do, and allow yourself to really feel your feelings and feel what the truth feels like in your body when you know something is right. And you will come to that place where unconditional love and all of the lessons that we are learning make a whole lot more sense rather than fighting the ego. Have a great day. Have a great review. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.